Hi everyone! I'm so happy to be back with a tutorial. I'm going to be showing you guys how to create this look, which is my kind of go-to makeup look at the moment with the copper wing. And I'm also going to be showing you guys how I like to prep my skin as well before any kind of events that I have got going on. And I am also getting involved with a meetup, which I'm so excited about. It's in London and it's with The Body Shop. All the details will be in the info box below, so please don't forget to check that out. But for now, if you want to see how I prep my skin and get this look, then please keep watching. When I have a big event or anything like that to go to, I love prepping my skin with a face mask. This one here is the Body Shop Himalayan Charcoal Mask, which you guys know I absolutely love. And I use this either the night before or on the day of the event that I have got going on. So you guys might see some familiar faces in the body shops here in the UK, and I'm involved in this amazing face mask campaign with Helen, Tasha, Layla and Jordan, and we are actually doing a meetup together. I'm going to leave all of the details of the meetup in the info box below, so if you guys are around in London, then I would love to meet you guys. So don't forget to check out the info box below. But here I'm just putting a good layer of the mask onto my face, and if you guys watch any of my Instagram lives or anything like that, you will know that I love making sure that my face mask is really nice and neat. So that's what I'm doing right here. And then once it is all on, I leave it on for about 15 to 20 minutes until it's pretty much dry and looking like this. And then once it is, it's time to wash it all off, and I like to wash it off with some lukewarm water, and I'm left with glowing skin, all prepped and ready for my makeup. Now we're going to move straight on to the rest of the skincare and like makeup. I'm using the Honey Lip Balm from the Body Shop for my lips, and I'm using the Glowstarter mixed in with one heck of a Blot primer from Soap & Glory, and I'm putting that all onto my skin so that it's nice and primed, ready for the foundation. For an event, I love using my Urban Decay All Nighter foundation just because this looks amazing in flash photography, and it also lasts a very long time on my skin. So I'm just bouncing this on to my face with my damp beauty blender, always damp, never dry. And once I have got that all in the areas that I want it to be and like the coverage that I want it to be, I'm going in with my concealer. So this is my trusty, usual, nothing new hair concealer. And that's the Maybelline Anti-Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Light. And I'm putting this on to the areas that not only do I want to conceal, but mainly kind of like highlight my face. And then I'm again blending that away with the pointy end of the damp beauty blender as well. And one thing that I love doing to my base when I want it to last for a long time is I like getting my all-nighter setting spray, and I love just spritzing my base with this first and then really pushing that in to my skin using the same damp beauty blender as well. So here you can see me just pushing that in, and I really feel like this locks my base into place and it doesn't budge like all day and all night. Now I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour stick. I think it's just a like foundation stick, but it's in the shade Fawn, which is used for contouring. So I'm just contouring the usual areas that I want to kind of bring shadow to and kind of sculpt out my face. And then I'm going ahead and just blending all of those lines away. This is an iconic London like kabuki brush, like blender brush thing, and it's really good for blending out any contour lines. So here I'm just blending all of those away, making sure it's all nice and blended, of course, because we don't want to look like we've got stripes on our face. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and start setting. So I'm using my trusty Kick-Ass powder. You guys are probably like sick and tired of seeing me do like the same routine over and over again, but I know a lot of you guys like seeing this. But I'm basically just setting all the areas where we use that concealer to brighten the face. And then I'm taking the bronzer shade from the Body Shop contour kit. This is in the lightest shade. I'm using the bronzer shade to just bronze up my skin. So this is in basically all the areas that we contoured apart from the nose. So basically the perimeters of our face. And once I've got the bronzer on the areas that I wanted it to be, I'm taking the contour shade, which is that very cool tone shade that I absolutely love. I'm using that just on the kind of back ends of my cheekbones just to add some more shadow there, and then also on my nose as well. Then I'm taking the same palette and taking the blush shade and putting that on to the apples of my cheeks. This really reminds me of Nas's Orgasm and I love it. Here I'm taking the iconic London Illuminator drops, and these are like liquid, like metal. And I'm just putting these onto the high points of my cheeks. And this is going to act as a base for our powder highlight. So I'm just making sure that all the edges are nice and blended away, because you don't want to have like harsh lines of where the liquid highlighter like starts and finishes, if you know what I mean. Here I'm taking Sin highlighter from Urban Decay. I'm first taking that on my brush, and once I've got a good amount on there, I'm spritzing my brush with some Fix Plus and then applying that straight over the top. And this is just going to intensify the highlight and it's going to make it look really popping. So if you like that look, then definitely give that tip a go, because it does wonders, trust me. And then I'm taking my brow wiz and I'm filling in my brows and then also setting them in place using the Gimme brow. I did do this off camera because I feel like my brow routine is so basic that, I don't know, it bores me, so I didn't keep it in. I'm sorry. But now we're moving straight onto eyeshadow. I'm using the Sephora waterproof eyeshadow stick in the shade 33, and I'm putting that on to both my eyelids and setting it in place. When I do this look for like events and things, I generally don't wear eyeshadow, but I wanted to include some eyeshadow in here in case you do like wearing eyeshadow for events and things like that. Especially during the day, I kind of stay clear from eyeshadow, but I wanted to keep this option in here. So this is the Naked Basics palette, and I'm taking the shade Cover, I believe it is, but I'm putting this into the crease of my eyes. This is a very cool toned look, but this is just going to add a really nice kind of like contour to the eye so it doesn't look really flat. So I'm just kind of building that color up until I'm happy with the way that it's looking. As always, I go back and forth on both eyes until they're both looking the same and the way that I kind of want them to. Then to deepen that, I'm taking the shade Primal. I think it's called Primal. It's the second to last shade, and I am adding that just to the outer thirds of the eye to add some more kind of dimension. Then taking that same Sin shade from the Urban Decay highlighter that we used on our cheeks, I'm applying that into the inner 2/3 of the eyelid before blending the edges away so it's nice and blended into the rest of these shadows. And then it's time for my copper wing. This is the Infallible L'Oreal gel eyeliner in the shade Copper. I think it's called So Copper. But this I've been wearing so much recently. I actually forgot to pack this when I was in LA and I was so sad, but this is kind of like the look that I wear all the time recently. I saw Victoria from In The Fro do this one day when we were in Paris, and I was like, I love that. And I've been wearing it pretty much all the time whenever I have any events or anywhere that I'm going. So this is basically how I do it. I use a little eyeliner brush to get it really precise and the way that I want it to look. For mascara, I'm using my new mascara obsession, the Baby Roll from L'Oreal. I feel like it's taken over my love for the false lash sculpt. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I love what it does to my eyes. My eyelashes. It makes them look like I'm wearing falsies, which I love. Then I'm just taking the shade Primal and I'm just diffusing that out onto my lower lash line. Not too much, not too crazy, not too heavy, just enough to balance out the top and the bottom part of the eyes before going back in with Baby Roll and applying that to my lower lashes. I really want to mix this with my false lash sculpt because I feel like it will make me look like I'm wearing falsies. Can't wait to do that. Now I'm taking the Vice liquid lipstick in the shade 1993. This is one of my favorite colors from the range. And I'm putting that as a base to my lips before going in with Namaste, which is a tarte lip paint. And I'm putting that onto my lips and then just kind of blending it all together using my finger because I feel like this just helps kind of melt the colors in together really well. Once I'm done with my lips, I am moving on to just tightlining my upper lash line, and I'm using the black Infallible gel eyeliner for that. And then I used some Samantha lashes for my falsies and also spritzed my face with some all-nighter again to make sure that everything is locked into place and any powderiness from my skin has been taken away. And this, you guys, is the final result and the final makeup look. It's something which is very clean and it's something that's very like appropriate for daytime or nighttime. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've had so many questions and comments and emails and messages of doing this look as a video, so I really hope that it does help you guys out. And of course, I obviously included how I like to prep my skin. And speaking of that, I am so excited for the meetup. I cannot wait to give you guys all a massive hug and to meet you guys in the flesh. So please don't forget to check the info box below for all the details. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!